If you've ever had a moment where you just feel like you just want to blow everything up, this video is for you. And I'm talking about urges like sending that text or blocking everyone or quitting on the spot or burning bridges, doing something you know will have consequences just to make that intense emotion stop. If that sounds familiar, stay with me because in this video, I'm going to help you understand why these urges show up and then walk you through a simple way to pause and reduce damage when intensity spikes. Not to fix the pattern, not to calm you down, just to help you not make it worse in the moment. Now, why do these blow it up urges happen? So, when autistic, ADHD, BPD, or complex PTSD nervous systems get overwhelmed, the brain does not look for subtle solutions. It looks for an exit. So, these urges usually come from a very few basic human needs: ending pain fast, or regaining control, or preventing future hurt. And if you grew up in environments where you weren't heard until things escalated, or your needs were minimized, or nothing changed unless something exploded, your nervous system learned a very simple rule: big actions create relief. That doesn't mean those actions are safe or helpful. It means your brain learned them under pressure. It's a learned emergency strategy. And the cycle that keeps it going, well, here's how it usually plays out. Intensity builds. You feel trapped, flooded, misunderstood, or overstimulated. And then that urge hits. End this now. And you act, or you almost act. And then there's often a very brief drop in pressure, a little bit of relief, a little bit of space, a little bit of quiet. Well, but then here comes the fallout: strained relationships, consequences at work, regret, and shame. That shame pushes the nervous system right back into dysregulation, which makes the next urge more likely, not less. This cycle is not about willpower or knowing how to behave. It's about a nervous system that never learned safer exits from strong emotion. Now, here's the most important thing I want you to take from this video. You don't need to stop the urge. You need to pause the action that the urge wants you to take. Even briefly, 10 to 30 seconds can matter. That pause is not about insight or figuring your life out. It's about buying just a little bit of time. So, let's talk about what pausing your next move actually looks like. Pausing doesn't mean sitting calmly and reflecting or breathing perfectly. It can look super concrete. For example, turn your phone face down, step into another room, sit on your hands, say out loud, "I'm pausing." Look at a written reminder or card. These aren't solutions, these are interrupts. And interrupts protect your future self. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to have to take a million interrupts to get through the situation without making it worse, but they can make a huge difference. Now, I want you to, once you pause, to ask yourself one question: am I safe enough right now? Not calm, not okay, just safe enough. If the answer is not really, think about small safety adjustments like increasing the distance from anything risky, leaving the conversation or the room, stopping what you're doing, and grounding where you are. This is risk reduction. Now, if you're really unsafe, this is where you call 911 or contact your local emergency services or get yourself to an emergency room or to a loved one who knows the situation and can help you stay safe. Let's talk about a grounding option for this kind of situation. After safety, choose one grounding or sensory option. Not five, not the perfect one, just something that might lower the intensity even slightly. Maybe you'll put cold water on your face or press your feet or back into something solid, or a long, slow breath with an even longer exhale, or reducing noise or light. You are not trying to feel good in this moment. You're trying to go from a 10 to a 9.9, and then maybe to a 9.8, and then maybe to a 9.7. Every little increment counts. Now, because I've worked a lot with folks who experience moments like this, I'm not saying I haven't had a few myself too, I created a free resource called When Everything is Too Much. Clinically, this kind of support plan is called a crisis plan. Because nervous systems need extra structure during these high intensity moments. And this plan is going to walk you through pausing and checking safety and choosing a grounding option. And you can print it or save it to your phone, because when you're in these states, you're not going to remember this video. Having it filled out before the next spike absolutely matters. And you can find this in the pinned comment. Now, this is really important. This video and the free resource are not a replacement for therapy or emergency support. If you find yourself unable to keep yourself safe, or if someone else is in immediate danger, please call local emergency services or crisis support. It's not overreacting. It's protecting yourself or someone you care about. Well, let's wrap things up here. If you have blow it up urges, that doesn't mean you're destructive. It means your nervous system learned extreme exits in extreme situations. A tiny next step you could take is download the plan, fill it out, keep it someplace where you'll actually see it when intensity spikes. And remember, you don't have to solve this pattern tonight. You just have to interrupt it one time, just this once, and that matters. I'm really glad you joined me here today. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye for now.